In autumn 2023, I visited Torazo Koi Farm many times and attended several harvests. The farm is most known for producing high-class kahaku with superb red coloration and rather exquisite ginring kahaku, which are performing well on the worldwide show scene. The owner, Toyoshi Kawakami, places great emphasis on body shape, an attribute he seems to value above all else. On this particular trip, we were invited to the harvest of their #1 pond, where the farm's best larger koi spend their summer growing. Toyoshi gave the tip-off for the harvest date and we cleared the diary so as not to miss it. Arriving at the colossal mud pond, I was greeted by the spectacular sight of jumbo kahaku and sanke gracefully skimming the surface as Team Torazo made preparations. Seeing the vibrant koi contrast against the rich mud is something I'll never tire of. It's truly magical. Unfortunately, 2 farm staff were sick and couldn't attend. It meant that Toyoshi, who was also quite unwell, had to mask up and crack on with the help of Yuki, his daughter, Hamari, Yuki's husband, and a single helper. I could sense Toyoshi's trepidation, as it's a big pond to harvest with such a small team. Because the banks were extremely slippy and difficult to navigate, you'd want a handful of workers to keep things safe and controlled. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be, and Toyoshi and the team had to battle on regardless. After carefully netting the pond, they wasted no time lifting the koi. Toyoshi uses a technique I've seen at a few farms, where he kneels or sits in the water, remaining quite still, and guides the fish towards him. It avoids unnecessary movements and ensures the koi are safe from stepping feet. Now came the nightmare of running the koi up the slippery bank with only a few hands on deck. Luckily, the cavalry arrived in the form of Ralph Klein and his party from RS Koi Consulting. They were fashionably late and wearing a poor choice of footwear, but we'll let them off because they made up for it in manpower and certainly earned their cup of coffee. Now things really got cooking, and it took a huge pressure off Toyoshi as he didn't need to run about with his most cherished stock when he was feeling under the weather. There are around 20 koi in the pond, and with the reinforcements, it didn't take long to get them safely stowed on the back of the trucks. It was time to get a quick last glimpse of the koi before Toyoshi ensured the containers were securely covered. It never ceases to amaze me how many koi can fit into one of these things, and this one's lightly stocked, trust me. Meanwhile, the nets were gathered in and the RS Koi consulting party gave one last effort to haul them up the slippery bank. It's always exciting following the breeders back to the farm after a harvest to see the koi unloaded. A group of koi hunters often awaits you as they want to inspect the available koi. On this occasion, Ryuki Narita of Narita Koi Farm was among those eyeing the fresh stocks. Tyoshi, Hamari and Yuki must then begin the process of carefully unloading the koi. Each koi is identified from photos taken before they were placed in the mud pond. Measurements are taken and noted down, and the koi are finally placed in the appropriate ponds. This sizable kahaku was placed into a large vat for closer inspection by a potential customer. Just when you think it's all over, another truckload arrives. The observant among you will have noticed there were 2 trucks at the pond side, and the second contained the larger quantity of koi. And so the process starts again, with every koi being handled with the utmost care and attention before the Torazo team can finally relax and take in the fruits of their labour. I visited the farm several times over the following week, and many of the koi were snapped up by interested parties. Yeah, they really don't hang about. Remember, Japan is the epicentre and birthplace of Nishikigoi production, and during the buying season it attracts vast amounts of collectors and dealers from all corners of the globe. Competition can be fierce, and the old saying, "You snooze, you lose," springs to mind. I hope this short video highlights in some way why Torazo koi have such worldwide appeal. For fans of red and white who might not be familiar with the farm, it's definitely worth investigating. But don't take my word for it. If you can, seek out some Torazo koi, get them in a bowl and make up your own mind. In the meantime, I hope this footage of the big girls chilling in their holding ponds will suffice. If you've enjoyed this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button, as it helps the channel grow. Likewise, if you're looking for a koi magazine, World of Nishikigoi produces a top quality publication, so check out the link in the description below.